What's up? We're back at it again with Nick. Nick, what do you got for us?
Alright, so this is the updated version of BLAUS.
Nice, okay.
Alright, so...
from Stargate, right?
Yeah, from Stargate. So I did a lot of playtesting on this, and it's been a while, because it's really weird support.
Okay.
And we're gonna get into that in a second.
Okay.
So, for the starter, still Morganrot, because Morganrot is the best boy.
Okay.
The fact that he, again, just gets you resources so consistently and puts pressure on the Vanguard attack is a really big deal.
Okay.
Moving right along from there, I run 1 Volmont. I run 3 Neomont.
Didn't you used to run 4 and 2?
We're gonna get to
Oh
that.
no, this is the new one. Oh god.
So these are your break ride options.
Okay.
And 1 Mon Block Cougar. Now, for anyone who wants to build this budget, you can do this. It's fine. I personally only mildly like this at best. This is the most recent update to it.
Okay.
Now these guys are the older break rides,
Okay.
and their effects trigger on the Vanguard attack at limit break 4. So, Volmond guard restricts on Sentinels, which is really nice, and plus 10k.
Okay.
And Mond, when your Vanguard attacks, counter plus 1, stand all your rear guards.
That's powerful.
It's really powerful, and plus 10k to the Vanguard. So the reason I only run these at 1 is because we were on 1 Sunblow Cougar.
Okay.
And that searches them out. Now, the reason I'm running 3 and saying it's not great is because I had to make sure, as 3 is a really consistent number.
Okay.
So Newmont says when you ride a Blau unit as stride, or you stride a Blau unit, choose a unit, give it plus 5 with Blau. Choose a unit with Blau in the same, give it plus 5k. I originally thought this was a very strong effect. I remember on camera saying I don't really like this card. This was verified because of this effect. Whenever I would stride either Sun or God Blazer, I have maybe 1 in the back row, because my opponents tend to attack my rear guards in Blau.
Okay.
So that was kind of negligible at best. What made him useful is the fact that when I ride on top of him after Sun or Blazer, I get 6 attacks.
Okay.
The ordering of the attacks is different.
Okay.
But for reference, on an average turn of Mond, you're gonna get 6 attacks.
Okay.
And we're gonna get to that in the end of the video.
Okay.
But that's my grade 3 lineup, other than the boy himself, 3 Galaxy.
Okay.
4 is too much. You'll definitely hit grade 3s in hand, and sometimes you want to ride break ride on break ride.
Okay.
So that's why we run 5 and 3.
Okay. So you don't run 4 copies of any Blau?
I don't run 4 copies of anything because this deck is either going to go off or it's not.
Okay.
At any given time. For grade 2s,
Okay.
4 Mars.
Best Mars.
The same thing I said in the last video. It is your main advantage and pressure engine. Your main turn is grade 2. This card literally secures it all the time. So Mars, on attack, counter blast 1. If your Vanguard hits, plus 5, stand him. Just good.
Strong.
4 Blau Cougar, for the sole reason of, you put him in front of this, you put him the starter behind him. Grade 2 happens. You attack. You countercharge. You use Morganrot, countercharge, use a Mars. It's just solid.
Easy combos.
Easy combos.
Easy combos.
Easy breezy Nova Grappler shenanigans.
Alright.
And then 3 Uranus.
Oh boy, we do love our Uranus.
I do love Uranus, Jacob. Now, oh my.
Okay.
So the reason we run this card, and no other than new grade 2s, is because this is Mars. This is 7 copies of Mars.
Okay.
I tried the one from the Stargate booster. If you're playing budget, it works, but ultimately, it's just not consistent. It's not very good, and it costs you, oddly enough, too much resource for my taste.
Okay. So it's too much for your taste.
For my taste.
You like a more steady control basis.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's just not very good.
Okay.
The plus 2k, yeah, you get to hit 11, but you gotta attack first. Usually you're not hitting anything.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just not a good card to have.
Okay.
I like Uranus because he gains plus 5k when you stride and he's on the field, or if you play him after that, he's gonna gain plus 5k from you riding Blau Cougar.
Okay.
No matter what.
Right.
Now, his other effect is, counter blast 1, stand him if you have a Blau Vanguard that hit this turn. That's negligible.
Okay.
Because we do so much standing on our own.
Alright.
And I'll get into that a little later. Moving right along.
So 7 grade 2s?
So, No, that
That
is
was-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And then, okay, so
8, 9, 10, 11. 11 2s.
Okay,
Because you need your boys.
okay. It's your boy.
It's your boy, Blaukugeln. So, for grade 1s,
All right.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Vesta?
Vesta.
Vesta Blaukugeln. So,
Vesta Blaukling.
I have such a love-hate relationship with this card.
4K.
I need this because it's a Blau unit,
All right.
and it can attack on its own.
Okay.
I hate it. Honestly, I hate this card. I hate this card because there was a card printed years ago that would damage check and then heal itself back to deck at the end turn. This card says heal to damage zone. So,
Huh.
for reference, there's an older card. You would counter blast 1, get something else,
Yeah.
and at the end turn, you could send this card, the card you flip face down, to your deck.
Okay.
So you would do a trigger, you do something like that. This card says counter blast 1, damage down face 1.
Oh,
at
that's
the end turn,
so
heal.
that's redundant.
It's redundant. So you run this card for other reasons, but you use this to get to grade 4 or 5, or not grade 4 or 5, damage 4 or 5 if you have to.
Okay.
Or you need an attacker, or some kind of shenanigans involving that. Ultimately, I really don't like this card. I have to run it though.
So you recommend the other one? More.
No, I really don't, because you need Blau for the most part.
Okay.
However, if you play test and it works for you, and you like that grade 2 or the grade 1, because there's a grade 2 and a 1, run it.
Okay.
I mean, completely subjective.
All right.
I just can't find any of mine.
Fair.
All right, so next we got the Perfect Guard.
Yeah.
It's just the upgraded version of Blau Dunkelheit, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
If you have a copy of him in a drop zone, he'll protect and then give a rear guard resist, and that unit can't be hit. So a lot of times, you're not gonna. If you can get this off, you protect your Mars, you protect grade 3 rear guard, you protect Uranus, you protect all of your boys,
All right.
all of the team.
He the boy.
He's the boy.
He attack. He defend. No.
No,
We'll get to it later. I'll
Memes.
figure it out.
all right, then we run
Strike Fodder. Victor Strike Fodder.
Victor Stride Fodder. Now the reason I'm running Victor Stride Fodder is because I talked about it in the last video.
You hate the other one.
I hate the other one. It's so bad because it's not on. It's never on. And even when you get it on, sure you get a free unit, but at that point it's too late.
Yeah.
You need a stride. You don't have anything to stride with because you have to use grade 3s.
Okay.
Ultimately, in this deck, I actually play a lot of grade 3s as attackers,
Okay.
just for pressure, and they hit 16.
Okay.
So we run this because it's always on, and at 3 because we run 8 grade 3s.
Okay.
Moving along.
Yep.
Again, I don't remember the names.
Rima Blaukheat.
Rima
Blaurakheat.
It is a Blau unit. Now this card is actually synergistic with Vesta, because what you do is you can use Vesta. So
Okay.
you counter blast 1,
Yep.
then you get this face down.
Yep.
All right. Now you play this guy, and he gives you soul, and he counter charges 1.
That's
So
kind of strong.
You get to 4 or 5. Problem being, if you're at 4 or 5, if you're for 3 going into 4, you have 3 counter blast. Same problem with 5. You're going into 5.
4 counterblast.
4 counter blast.
Okay.
That's not as good as it sounds because we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But we run this guy because it at least makes this bearable.
Okay.
Then we go into triggers.
Triggers.
Now my triggers are very odd, but after a lot of playtesting, I really deemed that this was a good set of triggers.
Okay.
4 perfect guard, or 4 heal trigger. Sorry guys.
4 wall boy.
For Wall Boy. Now I run him for memes. Ultimately, I do run the Blau trigger, Blau heal trigger. I don't in this deck because it's in my Victor deck. Different sleeves, and I'm lazy.
Okay.
If you can, run 4, but it's expensive, so anything will do.
Okay.
You really just want G guards to defend sometimes.
Okay. You don't like gun seal? For this deck?
Gun Seal's okay. Yeah, you could run Gun Seal. Again, I've just been lazy lately, and I'm missing my playset. Gun Seal's okay. If anything, actually, run Gun Seal if you need a budget option, because Soul Blast... Oh, no, Gun Seal only activates when you activate Gun Greed.
Yeah, if you go into gun G.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Ultimately, you want to do something to defend.
Okay, so just wall boy.
Well, anything,
Wall
really.
boy's best.
Gun C, Gun Greed, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Really does not matter.
Wall boy, best boy.
Wall Boy, best boy. Now we got 2 of this.
Yes. This is in Mr. Invincible. It's the best trigger.
It is arguably the best critical trigger.
Combined with Red Lightning.
Red Lightning. So best triggers. Nova Grappler gets best triggers.
It's the same critical trigger lineup as Mr. Invincible.
Hey, my boy.
My boys.
So we run this at 2 because, as you're gonna see, we run 6 draw.
Okay.
And now we run this at 2 mainly because, ultimately, if you're going up against a locking opponent, no matter what deck they play, you want to see this, but ultimately the counter blast is really important for this deck.
Yeah.
Getting this and the advantage that this loses you by taking one counter blast away is arguably very bad.
Okay.
So this can be tuned to your local meta. I only have 2 people that play Link Joker here, so I run this at 2.
Okay.
I don't need to see this all the time.
And Red Lightning needs no explanation. He gets you counter.
Countercharge.
Yeah.
Countercharges. This is literally Blau Cougar where you go off on one turn, one really explosive turn normally. He just sets you up.
Yeah.
You need it.
Facts.
And then, like I said, we run 6 draw. So, here's some fun things, boys and girls. 6 draw because Blau needs hand. Nova Grappler needs hand. We are not Victor. I've tried a Victor engine. It doesn't work as well as you think it does.
Okay.
So we run 6 draw for the sole reason of, number 1, defensive trigger. Get
Fair.
you 1 card in hand anytime.
PG fodder.
Yep. 2, on your attacks. You're not counting on critical trigger, you're counting on number of attacks, overwhelming odds. So any power boost is beneficial.
Yeah.
Which is why we also run 4 of the Blau unit.
Which should be in Mr. Invincible, but
It's very good, because you put in a soul,
Plus
plus
three.
3. That's more of a deal than you think it is.
yeah.
So that's the trigger lineup.
Alright.
So
G-Zone?
G-Zone?
Okay.
G-Zone's a little weird.
You got Victor.
One favorite champ Victor, if you can get him off, with the draw trigger support and other things he gets to do, he wins you games. He's just disgusting.
Yes.
Endless stream attacks, and no matter what deck he's in. We run
Lazar and Zone.
3 Blazer
Okay.
and
Look at it, it's so ugly.
2 Sun. We
Okay.
run 2 Sun because he's a finisher.
Okay.
So you can use 1 to search for whatever grade 3 you need,
Okay.
and for later or for not, doesn't matter. It's just good for that. 3 Blazer, because just because it doesn't flip itself up, doesn't mean you don't
not
want to
good.
spook the crap out of your opponent.
Yeah.
Your opponent may see this and drop guard, it may drop hand, doesn't matter. They're gonna get spooked, and ultimately you generally want to use this
Okay.
if you can. However, don't be overtly aggressive with it. It's high risk, high reward.
Okay.
And ultimately, you're going to either use a break ride or going to go into Galaxy. And Galaxy's your turn ender. Galaxy's your game ender.
Okay.
He's your big boy. Then we got...
Thick boy.
He's the thick boy. We have 2 Victor Plasma. The
best boy.
He is just good. He's just a good Nova Grappler stride.
He just stands himself for drive -1.
Yeah, so if you're playing against Chaos, any Link Joker, Messiah, and they lack your stuff, you go into him.
Do your stuff.
Do your stuff. I don't run him at 4 because you're only ever going to use him once in a match. Any more than that, something's wrong.
Okay. And he needs to flip himself, yes.
And he needs to flip himself.
Same as last time.
3 Busted. He's still busted. He's usually your first stride because of the extra attack you'll get.
Okay.
In addition to that, you're going to take on the Blau Cougar name. So even if you go 1, stand something else, and you have a Mars or something up, it does apply pressure, and you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks with this.
Okay.
Which is very strong.
For a first stride, that's
First stride. It's not bad.
that's terrifying.
It's a lot, especially after turn 2 being your strongest turn.
Okay.
1 GB8, I have never gotten there. It's probably flip fodder.
But it's so good.
If I can get it off, yeah, but otherwise, no.
But it's so good.
Then we run 1 Gun Greed, 2 Junior, and 1 Dr. Hands.
Dr. Hands.
Dr. Hands. So, my findings with this are, you're never going to use all your G guards. The deck just doesn't go into late game super great. Just in my experiences, the longest I've ever gone is Chaos, and that's to be expected.
Okay.
Now,
Dr. Hands technically is like infinite flip fodder for Gunji, considering the fact that he can put himself back.
Yes, and that's another thing. So you get to reuse him, and plus with the soul you have, because you're not using it.
Yeah.
You get to just
Do it.
recycle him.
And he flips.
And he flips. So I really am not the biggest fan of Junior anymore. It's good if you went off
Okay.
and you need to reset, but you usually have to guard early.
Okay.
But we run it because it still gets us that way. It still gets us to where we need to be. It unflips too.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
All
Gun
right.
Greed, because he auto for the turn, countercharge.
Yeah.
So that's just great. You survive, you get all your resources back.
Yeah.
Hands is here. I'm going to pronounce his name. Dog. God. We're just going to call him Dog.
Dr. Hands.
Dr. Hands, aka Dog.
Yeah.
You run Dog because he flips himself back down, and on top of that, he resources you.
Yes.
You up against Chaos, get a slot. Up against a deck that survived you, countercharge. It's just good.
Get the stuff.
get the stuff, get everything you need. So that is the gist of the deck. Some of the big combos you're gonna do are, again, like I talked about turn 2.
Yeah.
Is
No, actually, for sure.
so your ride target's always gonna be Blaukugler.
Yeah.
Because at least at the end of the day, you're gonna go attack.
Yep.
That'll no guard. Morganrot skill first. Get a card.
Yep.
Check top 3, grab a card. Then you activate Blaukugler, countercharge. So you get a card for free.
Okay.
Ideally, turn 2.
Yeah.
Mars, Blaukugler, Mars, which is a really aggressive hand, and you just go attack, attack, attack. Now they have to guard this. They should guard this, and then you get a choice. If you're at 1 damage, you can go, okay, no triggers or anything like that. Skill, Mars, stand Mars, skill of Blaukugler because I hit you, countercharge, skill of Mars. And they become 14k attackers.
All on like turn 2.
All on like turn 2. The last thing I want to show you is something that I find odd. So, new Mond and Mond.
Wait,
so, no matter who you ride,
who you ride? Okay.
you're gonna get 6 attacks.
Okay.
Your ideal setup is going to be, and I want to show you this for everyone who is interested in this deck out there.
Okay.
Now, I prefer Mond because he sets up more combo potential.
Okay.
But ultimately, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to go, you ride into either Sun
Or Blazer.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you're on New Mond,
Okay.
you activate either of these cards with Galaxy in hand. Alright, you have Galaxy.
Okay.
This is your field, doesn't matter. You go attack
With the Vanguard first?
with your Vanguard first. That's important.
Okay.
Because with him, your triggers can go on your rear guards. Okay?
Okay.
And because you ride Mond, Mond says plus 10k, because this goes away, break ride, and then attack with the Vanguard, counter blast 1, these guys stand up with trigger power possible.
That's big.
That's big.
That's kind of combolicious.
That's combo test. It's why I prefer Mond. The other combo is New Mond. So again, this guy. Now this is what I don't like, is I have to attack with my rear guards first. I'm forced to.
Yeah.
So we go attack. Now I allocate trigger power to whomever,
Yeah.
maybe the Vanguard, maybe the rear guard, but I don't get that choice anymore. I have to probably give it to here, and they're not as strong possibly.
Yeah.
Then you do your skills, do this, and then counter blast 1, you ride, stand, and then you give power, then power, if you want, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now the problem with that is, again, it's a really big deal to not have trigger on your first attack. If you don't have a trigger on your first attack, this is significantly weaker. In addition to that, this doesn't give your Vanguard power.
Right.
Galaxy's whole thing is, if he hits, or your rear guard hits, you get to stand him in his column.
Okay.
Now my problem with this is, it technically makes it inconsistent.
Okay.
Now you can argue all you want that, hey, you're going to give plus 5k to all these units, sure. But an extra critical, more power, draw extra resource, all of those things, they're really important to get. And it is almost a extra turn of pressure.
Okay.
Because, again, attacking with this first, attacking with, let's say, this first, then riding onto Galaxy is a big deal. Because now these may have crits, may have power, and you get another attack. So you get to choose. You get a choice.
Right.
When you use Mond. With New Mond, in my opinion, you don't. You lose out on choice.
Okay.
And that's a big deal.
Okay.
So, as of right now, that's Blaukuglers. I hope you enjoy it. Have fun, guys.
All right.
Stand up your Vanguards.
All right.
Peace.